Hey everyone, it's Sarah. So, new series, how to host a successful garage sale. So if you joined me in the decluttering series, we just finished getting all the stuff out of our house, out of all the rooms that we didn't want, and now time for a garage sale. You could just donate it. I personally figure I can take a couple hours each day, more than a couple, but I can take a couple days of time, put in a little effort, and get a little reward, a little return out of it before I just donate it all out. So let me flip this around. This is my pile of stuff I have. There's a few things over here, like my kids' bikes. Those aren't part of it, and there's other stuff. But this is all clothes from the kids. I've got a glider rocker. I've got all sorts of stuff that I'm going to put in this sale. I've also got my little sister bringing some stuff over, and then my parents might bring some stuff because they don't have enough to host their own sale, but they can add a little bit in on this one, so they'll have that. So a couple of tips. Make sure that you guys take the time to actually clean anything up. Like the glider that I've got here, you'll see I just put a little bit of spray on some stains that the kids had on here, and I've got my carpet cleaner out, and I'm actually going to take the attachment and I'm going to clean all that stuff up. I've got a meat slicer here that's just dusty. It's just been sitting out in the garage, but I'm going to take and I'll wipe that off. I'm not going to make it look spotless, but I'm going to take a few minutes. I'm going to wipe the grime and the dirt and the grease and everything off of anything that's dirty. People are willing to pay a little bit more, or actually even interested in purchasing it, if you take the time to clean it up and actually make it look good. So a few other tips I have, since my sale is going to start tomorrow. Get your signs ready. So yesterday I showed you some signs that I was doing. I actually had some fun and made, let's see if I can get it from under my stack of stuff here. I made some fun ones. OMG, Becky, look at her sale. Because it's big, it's bright, it will catch your eye, and it will attract people. So that's what you want. You don't want the little dinky signs. I don't have my address. I don't have anything. I've got big, bold letters that say there's a sale, and it's that way. It's an obvious arrow, and I'm going to put those out on the main streets. So for me, I will put out signs, two main intersections that are a few blocks over in each direction, and then up at the top of my block. So let me put you guys in the holder here. All right, a few other things that we're going to go ahead and take care of. So as you can see, I've got tons of stuff on my shelves in my garage, and I'm actually going to be in my garage for part of it, and the rest of it will be out into the driveway. We're supposed to have nice weather, so that's not going to be a problem, but I don't want people seeing what else is available. So I actually have, I've got some sheets that I will take and I will hang up over all of the stuff I don't want people thinking, oh, is that for sale? Because you get people, oh, how much for that? Well, it's not for sale. It's not part of the sale. So make it very obvious. What is for sale? What is not for sale? I'm going to have tables out. Take your time, and actually today my task is to go through, sort everything out. I'm going to get tables set up in my garage here and start putting stuff out. So clothes, if you've got clothes, put them by sizes if you can. Take the time and actually go through and make it worth it, because somebody's going to be more interested in come and shop your sale or stop at your yard sale instead of doing the drive-by if it looks like you're organized. Price everything. If you've got a ton of stuff, once again, like clothes, just make a big sign that says, you know, shirts, $1, pants, $1. If you want a little bit more for a couple of certain things, you can always put unless marked at the bottom of it. So you can put prices on different things, but make it easy on yourself. Here's my little list of things I need to do today. So I need to make sure my signs are finished, which they are. Then I'm going to sort and clean up, get everything all wiped down. I've got bathtub toys I took out of the kids' bath. I'm going to take a minute and actually kind of scrub some of the soap scum off so they don't look gross, because nobody's going to want to buy them if they look nasty. I'm going to get everything priced. For me, with pricing, $25 or more. If it's under $25, I have a big free box I put at the end of the driveway, and people can take whatever they want out of it. If it's something where I'm like, nah, it's not garbage, I don't want to throw it away, but I don't think it's worth a dime, I'm not going to go ahead and charge anything for a dime. It's just not the way it's going to go. So I'm going to put it in my free box. The less I have to deal with for the money, the better. I told you guys about the group pricing. Today I'll also take and I will go on Craigslist and I will advertise that there's going to be a sale. And then I'll go on to a couple of the Facebook groups and say that there's going to be a sale. Make sure you list the days, make sure you list the times. Make sure you put no earlies if you don't want early people. When I put my signs out tomorrow, I put my signs out and bring them in during my sale. So I will actually go and drop them off when my sale is ready to start. And then at the end of the day, when I am done and I don't want anybody else showing up, I will go and pick them up. I will make it very obvious to find my house. And when I'm done, you're not going to be able to find my house. So I'm going to keep it pretty simple at that. I'm also going to go get a case of water and get that chilling so that I can do my my cold water for tomorrow, like I said. So I'll go get the bigger bottles and I'll charge $1 a bottle. So it's a little extra way to make a little money. People a lot of times don't think about it. They start out garage selling. It's like, oh, I'm so thirsty. Stop by your sale. Oh, $1? Okay, here's $1. Or you can do 50 cents. 50 cents for a bottle of water. Perfect. You sell 4 or 5 bottles, you've paid for your case of water. Anything after that's just an extra profit. I'm going to stop by the bank and get change. Make sure you get change. People, especially early in the day, will show up with bigger bills if they haven't planned ahead and if they only buy a couple smaller things. So I'm going to get at least $10 in quarters, get at least about $30 in ones. You can never go wrong with ones. You can always go with more. Get some fives, like $30 in fives. You don't typically need a lot for that, and then get a few tens. So I'll typically do about $100 in change and break it up, with the majority of that being the ones and then quarters. I know if I run out of quarters, I can always run inside and steal some out of our change jar and keep it that way. Keep track, though, of what you brought in for the day for your money so you can know how much you actually made. Make sure you have something to keep your money in. I usually use like a pencil pouch and keep it on you. Don't set it down. Don't walk away from it. If you walk away from it, make sure you've set it in your house or someplace where nobody can get to it, because people will steal your money. They're just dishonest people. I've had a friend before having a sale, and she's had to run in and take her dog to go to the bathroom, and she had a couple honest-looking ladies in her yard, and she came back out, and they'd walked off with tons and tons of stuff she had in her sale. It's pretty low if you're stealing from a garage sale, but it's not uncommon. People will do it. Another thing to do, if you've got, a lot of people have a grocery bag stuffed full of grocery bags. Have one of those behind your table or in a spot where somebody's buying a ton of stuff, especially clothes or anything like that, where they can easily shove it in the bag. Hey, here's a bag. Take your stuff with. People will appreciate that. It's just a nice thing to do. I think that's about it. So just know that when you're pricing your stuff, ask yourself, this is a garage sale. Would I be willing to pay that? You're not going to get retail prices. You're not going to get, half the prices. If you want to sell it for a little more, sell it online. Sell it on Craigslist, the Facebook groups, something like that. You're going to get less for it at a yard sale or a garage sale than you would if you tried to sell it in a different way. So be realistic. And be willing to drop your prices if somebody, or be willing to barter, or not barter, but to work with people. If you've got it marked for $5, be willing to take $4. I mean, people are going to negotiate with you. That's just what people do. So I am actually going to go meet up with a girlfriend for lunch now, and then get back here and get back to work, because I have got my work cut out for me this afternoon. So you guys have a great day, and I will catch you tomorrow live for my sale. Bye.